We're going to be looking at practice exercise 5.16, which is angle pairs. So we're first asked to write a static method named angle pairs, and it's going to accept three integers. So we have our public static angle pairs. Our three integers are going to just be called int1, int2, and then int3. Then we'll have this bracket so we can go into our method. So it's going to return whether or not there exists both complementary and supplementary angles amongst the angles passed. So we're going to have a public static Boolean because it needs to return a true or false, and true or false is for Boolean. Now this is for complementary and supplementary. First, let's check if it's complementary, and then we'll check if it is supplementary. So we'll do both of these. Two angles are complementary if their sum is exactly 90 degrees. So we need to check if at least two of the angles is 90 degrees. So we'll do if 1 plus 2 is equal to 90, and then we can just copy this because we're just going to check the next two angles, replacing 2 with 3, or if 3 plus 2 is equal to 90. Now we're going to be inside of this if statement because now we need to check our supplementary because it's an and. Now, this could all be done probably in the same if statement, just checking these ors, and then have this all in parentheses, and then having an and then checking the and, but it might be a little bit easier to read out if we write it out like this. So I'm going to have this if statement. I'm going to paste this in here because a supplementary is if two angles is exactly 180 degrees. So we're going to replace this 80, or this 190, with 180 to check this. So we'll check all of these, and if this is the case, we are going to return true. So that's going to end it for these if statements. We'll just bracket these off, closing up everything. Now if we don't fall into these if statements, we want to return false. So we can just return false right here if we come out of them. We're going to close this up. This closes our method. We can submit it, pass 13 out of 13 tests, and that's how we would resolve That's how we would resolve practice it exercise 5.16 angle pairs.